Bullseye is Daredevil's greatest enemy, and he's also the definition of inbred evil. And for those of you that don't know, Bullseye's ability is he can kill you with anything he can get his hands on. His marksmanship is basically at a superhuman ability. If he can throw it at you, he can kill you with it. He's done it with paper clips. He's killed someone with a toothpick from across the way in a whole different building. He's used his own tooth to kill someone. Again, if it can be thrown or chucked, Bullseye can use it to end your life. For my money, he's the best marksman in Marvel Universe. And I know Hawkeye comes to mind, but Bullseye's ability to use anything with pinpoint accuracy, it beats out Hawkeye, who usually uses a bow and arrow. And we can look closer at their relationship and their fights in another video. This man was a professional baseball player, threw a perfect pitch throughout the entire game, and wanted to go out because he was just bored. They didn't let him out, and the batter said some slick shit to him, so he killed him in front of everyone in the stadium. He got charged with manslaughter, but you don't let talent like that go to waste, which is why he got involved with the NSA, which led to him being stationed in different places across the globe and killing, and then led to him becoming a mercenary. In his original origin, he was a soldier from the Vietnam War, and he was good at killing. He had an enemy on him, and he ran out of bullets, so he just threw his gun with the bayonet. Killed dude instantly. He was known for always being good with chucking anything with his hands like that, and then he took his talents to becoming a mercenary. And the majority of what we know from Bullseye's past might be speculation or made up by Bullseye himself. We don't really know what his real name is truly. All we know about this man is that he's a killer's killer. This is a villain with no redeeming qualities. There is no redemption arc for this man, nor does he want one. A lot of folks like the Joker because he's a madman. He was driven insane by one bad day. Bullseye is a villain I respect because he doesn't make any excuse for why he does what he does, and what he does is kill, and why he kills is because he's bored. The only thing that excites this man is the thrill of the kill. And I don't mean hunting like Kraven the Hunter. No, he just wants you dead, whoever you are, and he'll do it for money or he'll do it for a hoagie. It don't matter to him. This man will do you in for a pack of now-laters. This man will 86 you for a starburst, a pink one. The price of life is cheap. And this is what makes him the perfect foil for Daredevil and Matt Murdock. Bullseye is the man that pushes Matt's faith to the limit. Matt does not want to kill. He doesn't believe in killing, but when it comes to this man, he's been more than willing to make an exception, but he doesn't do it. Because he doesn't do that, it's cost him so much. They fought each other numerous times, and Daredevil has won most of those times, which caused Bullseye to snap. This man has gone on killing sprees just to draw out Daredevil. Come to find out, he's got a tumor in his brain, which is why he's seeing Daredevil everywhere. Hence that killing spree, because he was killing everyone. This is a man with no morals. He'll take any advantage he can. He sees a civilian, that's a hostage, that's a shield. It's just a means to an end in order to kill Daredevil. And Daredevil tried to help Bullseye with that tumor in his brain because he wasn't listening to anyone. He's like, yo, I'm gonna save your life, even if you don't want it, which is wild. The tumor was killing Bullseye, and anyone else would have just let that happen, but that Catholic guilt of Matt Murdock. He's literally fighting Bullseye in order to save Bullseye, in order to get him to a doctor that can operate on that tumor. Meanwhile, Bullseye takes a hostage and is making Daredevil stand down, and when he does, he throws a freaking knife right into his shoulder. This is entirely more trouble than it's worth. Police show up, which scares off Bullseye, and when they meet up again, Matt Murdock's telling Bullseye, yo, I'm not gonna let you kill again. And he head scissors this man out the door of an apartment, down the stairs, and they stumble down into a subway. This fight is going all over New York. And this is the worst condition for Daredevil to fight in because the subway is going to overload his senses with noises and smells. Now he's down in subway tracks fighting this man Bullseye, where he's basically blind and deaf but still fighting. And all these different senses being overloaded screws with his radar, so he's swinging blind at Bullseye. And Bullseye is all too ready to take advantage, and he's basically got Daredevil down, ready to break this dude's neck. Bullseye is really ready to kill this man, but Matt Murdock, Daredevil says, not today, backs up, hits him against the beam, and then just rains elbows on this dude from behind, which is wild. Hit that man with an elbow to the throat, then elbow to the gut, back fist to the head. Then he hits this man with another elbow in the head, then takes his face and just falls backwards so Bullseye's head hits the freaking train track. I keep telling y'all, this man Daredevil is an MMA monster. I tell you no lies. And here's the thing. Bullseye is now unconscious. Daredevil has won, again. But he feels the ground shaking. There's a train coming, and he can't tell how far away it is either. And we see Daredevil back away from the tracks and leave Bullseye there on the tracks. And he knows Bullseye deserves to die. He knows Bullseye will be killed. He's too weak to pull him from the tracks. And he's telling himself, yo, I can't get him off there. And also, he deserves to die anyway. He just killed a man. Bullseye deserves this. And yet, Daredevil still pulls him from the tracks. Daredevil saved Bullseye. Here's the problem. The detective that was there on the scene was like, yo, you didn't let him die? What? He knows how this is going to go. Bullseye's going to get the operation to remove the tumor. Then he's going to have a lawyer. So when he's in court, the lawyer is going to blame the tumor for the killings that Bullseye did. Daredevil gives a whole speech on how you can't let men like Bullseye rule the world. I think taking another man's life is right. To do that is to reject the law, to reject this structure of society. So society should be the one to judge Bullseye in court. Society is who should make Bullseye pay the price, not the detective, not Daredevil. And Daredevil tells the detective, yo, I wanted him dead. I detest this man. I despise what he is. But I'm not a murderer. I ain't God. I ain't the law. And I'm not a murderer. And the detective tells Daredevil he's going to go free. And he's going to kill again. And it'll be your fault. And the detective wasn't wrong, because the very next issue, Bullseye is back and being the top assassin for the Kingpin, something he takes great pride in. Daredevil even tells Bullseye, yo, do you remember the train tracks when you were beaten, helpless, and I was standing over you? I wanted to leave you there. I wanted the train to go over your body. I wanted to hear the bone snap. I wanted the train to stop and back up just to make sure it got you good, but I didn't do that. I saved you. You went free and you killed again. And that's been on my mind ever since. And now I'm going to share that hurt with you. Bullseye does not give a fuck. And he's like, yo, I'm better than you now. I'm faster now. Yo, I got your number. And he throws a bunch of shurikens at Daredevil. He blocks them all with the Billy Club. And Daredevil lets Bullseye know, yo, these ninja stars won't save you. That pistol won't save you. Nothing's about to save you from the hands I'm gonna put on you. We settling this here and now. And he hit that man with a rhino gore. Took it back to ECW. Bullseye loves a good scrap. He's like, all right, cool. Let me just grab this pipe while I kick you in the face. And we know Bullseye can turn anything in his hand into a weapon, so he goes for Daredevil's own baton, takes it, throws it at him, hits him across the chest, bounces it off the ground so it hits Daredevil in the back of the head, uses his own weapon against him. Remember that for later on. Daredevil knows, yo, another hit like that from that baton and I'm dead. He's got me. But then he feels the gun that Bullseye dropped. He's like, oh. He turns and lets that thing off to shoot the baton out of Bullseye's hands. And he tells him, yo, I said no weapons. Daredevil wants to do this with the hands, but Bullseye's blocking. But Daredevil's still able to get another elbow into this man. Then hits him with a backslide driver into a pile of bricks. And Bullseye's like, well, I mean, if you're going to put me by things I can use. Bullseye takes an alley apple and hits Daredevil upside the head with it. Then starts hitting Daredevil with the Orange Cassidy kicks, the intense ones. Knocks Daredevil down into those bricks and he's telling him, yo, everybody thinks you're better than me. They all think you're better than me. Yo, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna take this brick and mash your face with it. I'm about to make some fucking spaghetti right here. Daredevil just straight up punches the brick into dust. Bullseye's like, all right, that's kind of impressive. Punching a brick to dust is wild. Bullseye isn't phased. He's like, whatever, I'm still better than you. And he starts raining down fists on Daredevil. And he's like, yo, I'm going to choke the life out of you. Daredevil says, fine, I'm going to take you with me. And they both start trying to choke each other to the death. This is hate. This is beef. Two men on the opposite sides of the law trying to strangle the life out of one another. And we see Bullseye is fading and fading fast. Daredevil has bested Bullseye once again, but that doesn't mean he always wins, because for every action, there's an equal reaction. Daredevil spared Bullseye, but because of that, Bullseye was able to kill someone very close to not only Daredevil, but especially Matt Murdock. That person also replaced Bullseye as a top assassin for the Kingpin. That's Elektra Natchios, the first love of Matt Murdock.